Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Hill shedding the tackle. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Justice Hill. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Henry up the middle. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Jackson options out left, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Jackson now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Jackson going to keep it running right.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. In motion left, Flowers. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Henry again on second down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense ready to go to work, and they'll do so behind Daniel Jones in his 6th season now out of Duke.
And he's coming off an injury-shortened season where he only played in 6 games, going 1-5 over that span, with just 3 total touchdowns on the year. But the Giants have a lot of confidence in him. They didn't draft a quarterback this year, and they're looking for him to bounce back and prove that last year was an anomaly.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jones. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. "35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson, options out left. Unable to corral him. He fights through. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. Pushes past him. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the option right is Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage.
Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Play action. Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw. Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Okay, here we go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have
hates?
kept it on the ground.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry shedding through the defense. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, didn't go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They go play action now. Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Jackson going to run again.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari.
He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Catch made by Slayton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
Half jumbo. New York Giants. He's checking crack.
Jones now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
New York jumbo X. Man, I got you.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the 2nd quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Jackson, option right. The quick feet by Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Jackson going to run.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol. On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The New York set to take the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To throw again on second down. Jones going for the deep ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And now here come the Ravens. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On second down, here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and 12.
Jackson, options out left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Jones throwing on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Gano the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll find the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Real quick.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Devin Singleton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room, a turnover on the opening drive of this 3rd quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with Henry. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson going to keep it running right.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know how we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll hand it to Tracy.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones.
Robinson hauling it in outright.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Gano's kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third down and 1.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On the give, it's Tracy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right back to Tracy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Jones' throw pulled in by Robinson here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. On the ground, here comes Tracy. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Singletary. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, Getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The drive will start with an option going left. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
The Jackson going to hold on to it again. And they can't bring him down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
The Ravens send their punter out now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Giants going to take over again on offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, that would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Jones now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the run is Tracy.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he fends him off.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tracy.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones.
A throw right side caught by Neighbors.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he's forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up the middle they go. Tracy, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He has it complete to Hyatt.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going.
Here's 1st and goal. Now it's Tracy.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down 20-13, a minute 53 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Now Jackson. Connecting with Aguilar. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's got Henry.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. To Henry.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Ravens Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
Well, the crowd here at MetLife Stadium in full roar. Third down. Jackson. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Jackson.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.